Hello, welcome once again to the Lost Art of Podcasting. I'm your host, Coxy Legend, joined as always by, well, someone this week. Who are you? Where are you from?
My name is Gareth. I'm from this nice town called Blackpool.
Nice town?
Yeah.
It's hardly nice, Gareth.
Not really, no. It's polluted and
it's polluted and shit, isn't that I told last night about model?
Completely true, I suppose.
Well, they ragged on Brummies a lot as well.
Do they?
Yeah. But anyway, getting slightly off topic. I'm here this week with Gareth in the G Cave.
Could call it that, yeah. It's like a
the inner sanctum,
white creamy room.
The white creepy room. There we go.
Yeah, a lot of light.
That'll be our new studio in the white creepy room.
Yeah, cream room. I don't know.
It puts a lotion on its skin. Who else gets hose again?
Yeah. I'm talking about colour though, obviously.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Put the lotion in the fucking basket. So yeah, how have you been, Gareth?
I'm good, yeah. Busy week. So now it's just weekend and just ready to just chill and relax, basically.
Chill and relax.
Try and catch up with stuff.
What have you been up to recently?
Work, sleep, those. No, not together though, but working then coming home and sleep.
Working at sleep?
Yeah. I could fall asleep on my desk, really.
Answering the phone in your sleep?
Yeah. Mumbling.
Whilst at work?
Yeah.
So for people at home that don't know, that are probably listening now, wondering who you are, how do we know each other?
Well, it's kind of from working at cinema, from really
we worked friends. At a major chain together. I won't tell you what it's called, but it rhymes with
that TV channel, Nickelodeon.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Yeah, just take the nickel out of it.
And call it Cineworld, which it really isn't, but call it that anyway. But there we go. I think we never actually worked together, did you? I think I started about 6 months after you left, I think, or 3 months, something like that.
Yeah, because I think it was 2006. I think June, July I'd left.
I started early December because I just turned 19. Yeah, I just turned 19 when I got the job. And it was I think I had the job. Got the job. Started when I was 18 for 2 days. I worked a 10-hour shift, and then 2 days later I turned 19. Wow. Which is bizarre.
That is bizarre. Yes. I remember like when I first started when Matrix Revolutions was on.
Matrix Revolutions.
They were going to start me on the Wednesday, but I think that was the busiest day in cinema, so they decided to start me on the Thursday or Friday.
See, I had my interview on the Wednesday, but they went, "Can you come down at 6 o'clock?" Which to me at the time was foreign because it was always like, "Well, come for an interview at 11 o'clock in the morning or midday or something like that." But it was come for an interview at 6 o'clock. Walked in, it was heaving. It's like I don't know who I'm looking for, I don't know who I'm meant to talk to or anything there, and so I just went over to the desk, asked for someone. The manager came down and took me in his back room. They went, right, it's literally sifting through his notes or whatever. Not even looking at me. What's your favourite film? Sin City, which I'd watched the previous night for the first time ever. Tell me why you like it. Yeah. And I went on a sort of diatribe for how good it was. And then sort of completely sold it to him. Did some brief stuff in my customer service history where I got made redundant and got the job 2 days later.
My interview was about 5:30 in the evening. It was on a Saturday. It was.
See, that's even weird. Having an interview on a Saturday.
I know, but I got there about half an hour early than I should have done, really, and they kept me waiting until 5:30. So I got there for about 5 o'clock.
It's better to be early though.
Yeah. I was just sat there like I don't know. Like an idiot.
Being judged. Going, who is that guy?
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Yeah. So that's very strange. And then they asked the same question, what was my favourite film? And just went from there, really.
How long did you work there?
I worked there for at least 3 years.
Yeah. I did 4.5 and no one thought I'd make it. I was like one of 3 people that had our induction together. and everyone thought I'd be the one that'd pack it in first when I was the last one to go of the three.
Funny enough, I was the last one to go out of our induction as well. But yeah, I quite enjoyed. Well, at first I quite enjoyed it. It's quite a good experience, really. But it's more of a social job for me because I had a full-time job there as well. So
extra pennies.
Yeah.
That the taxman goes, give me.
Yeah. So I was paying more tax than I was actually earning.
So there we go, folks. You've got a bit of history of Gareth now. And for any ladies that are wondering out there, unfortunately, ladies, he is married.
Yes.
And he's 39.
Yes. So getting up for retirement.
You're 21 years away, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But you weren't currently rocking the slippers.
Yeah, monkey slippers from my wife as a birthday present.
Where's the wife currently tonight?
She's in the States at the moment. So yeah, she comes from a state called Ohio. Lives in the part called Dayton, Fairborn. Dayton. It's quite a nice little place to visit. Not much there, but it's a nice place. And,
enough to do to keep you busy.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's like
loads of bars.
Bars. Yeah, there's quite a few bars. There's a nice steakhouse, which is my favourite, called Texas Steakhouse. So it's more like it's kind of like a sports feel to it. It's, there's a lot of TV screens around here. It's showing lots of sports and
different sports.
Yeah.
There was one like that when I went to New York. Well, that's when we stayed in New Jersey. We went into a called Bazooka Sports Bar, and one screen had hockey, another screen had basketball, another screen had football. It's
pretty much what you get in America. So it's kind of like that as well. Yeah, a lot of different sports and baseball, basketball, American football. It's really good.
So when she due back?
We don't know yet. It's she's applied for a visa so she can live here permanently. So we're just waiting for a decision regarding that now. So it's just a waiting game. So it's a bit of a pain, but I'm sure. Fingers crossed. She says hopefully
crossing fingers, folks.
May, June she'll be back. Hopefully
May, June, just in time for Rockfest.
Yes,
July.
Indeed.
Which I will be going to if I can't go download.
Yes.
For reasons I'm not going to go into on the podcast currently.
No. But we can't talk about
people know them. But there we go. So yeah, moving on, folks. We've got some topics sent in by some topics I've found, some topics Gareth found, some I've had sent in. If I can't remember your name or whatever, I'm not even sorry. I don't have the best memory of time. I should write it down, but Gareth's shaming me now.
Yeah,
shocking, absolutely shocking.
I think the next one you should get the names.
I should write them down.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm a 28-year-old man. Let me do what I want.
Yeah. Is this only your second podcast, is it?
Technically it's second, but we're going live.
Yeah.
But I've done others. This is I think I did 4 test episodes. I did test sound level and stuff, and at one point I rabbited for 50 minutes on the film Super.
Great film.
Listen back to it, it was really quiet.
Yeah. So
which I found that was really easy to fix.
Yeah.
So it may still like today eventually, but it may not.
Just a learning curve, you'll get the hang of it.
Essentially. But it's still early days yet. I'll get it better as it goes along.
Yeah.
Sip of water for the working man. So yeah, there's a book I always found it really... I found it in several book retailers by Stephen King called 11/22/63. And for some reason it always stood out to me, this one, because of the mainly because of the title of it, because I never understood what these numbers meant until I watched the TV show. But you've read the book, haven't you? Or you're currently reading the book.
Yeah. It's basically the dates of when President Kennedy was assassinated.
From the grassy knoll?
Yes.
Was there a second shooter?
We don't know. There could have been, but we don't know.
Conspiracies abound. We don't know, folks.
But it's a good book. I'm kind of getting very close to actually finishing it. So it's taken me a few months because I've been reading on and off. But it is quite a thick book. You've not watched the series yet, though, have you? No. I think it was this week, the last episode. Finished this week. It's only an 8-episode series. It's got some fairly good reviews. So. It's had some good reviews. In terms of the thingy, though, I think there's a lot of... Because you're reading the book, and there's loads of stuff, no doubt, they cut out the book, because I think they wanted to sort of just get rid of the fat and have the... Yeah. They wanted the steak over the sizzle sort of thing. It's a really big book, yeah. So I think they wanted to get the book,
I think they just
speed
sort
up
of,
a bit,
they wanted
basically,
the important bits, if anything.
Yeah.
Of course, for those that don't know, it's spoiler alert now. The show stars James Franco. He's a English teacher, I think he is, in school. There's something coming into it with a janitor, which is I think that's a sort of B story for it. However, he's friends with a kind of like a diner owner or someone who gets really cheap, nice burgers.
Yeah.
And the diner owner takes him into Narnia, essentially.
Yeah. You basically find out why the burgers are so cheap. But yeah, he finds out that there's a secret place where he takes you back in time to. In the book, it is 1958. I believe it's in the TV series. It's a bit different. Yeah,
it's in the TV. It's 1960 because he says you have to. It takes you to this date in November in 1960, but he has to wait it out until 1963.
Yeah.
For this, or he has to find Lee Harvey Oswald and all this sort of thing, and sort of stop him from doing the assassination. However, considering the book is quite thick, I'm guessing they cut those 2 years out for a reason.
Yeah.
I guess it was just sort of possibly because it was filler, or if there's more backstory, I don't know.
Yeah, because in the book he comes back and forth.
Right.
So each time he goes back to 1958, he's sort of like restarting the whole story over again. So he can go to different places, he can live it differently. He
seems to do that a couple of times in the show. From what I remember, first going into it, I think he sort of jumps out of it and then goes back in and out and in sort of thing. And he sort of stays, isn't it? And as you get further in the series, time sort of jumps forward over the period.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if it's in the book as well, but time in certain events that he's trying to do to stop Lee Harvey, time is sort of pushing back. I don't know if that's in the book as well.
I mean, basically,
it could just be part of the show thing.
Yeah, but how it's done in the book is basically he ages as when he's there, so when he comes back, he's the same sort of age when he was over there. So if he spends 10 years,
they'll come back 10 years older.
10 years older, and in the book it's basically described as it's only as though it's gone 2 minutes.
Right. So I don't know how it. There is a scene in the show where it seems like the diner. I think he's called Al, the diner owner. I think he's literally gone for like a split second or something. He goes in, literally comes straight back out, sort of thing. But he looks like 10, 20 years older.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they really aged James Franco in this, or they maybe put an age on him. But it's it's a bit of a weird. It starts off. The premise of it's really good because I'm into my conspiracy theory stuff like that. Premise of the show is really good. I felt sort of towards the middle, sort of getting towards the end, it sort of slowed down a bit. I think it was a bit. For me, there was some filler in there, but there was not much going on to keep my attention really.
Yeah. Just to make the series a bit longer, maybe.
I think there was just sort of things they were trying to sort of explain and tie up, where if it was a loose plot or like a sort of plot string that wasn't really needed, it wasn't necessary or stuff like that, maybe. Because there's stuff where again, spoiler alert, his brother, or it's not his brother, but his brother, the guy he meets there, he ends up telling him the truth sort of thing, and he starts helping him, but then he becomes brainwashed by Lee Harvey, and sort of that sort of ties him into how he was like possibly the second shooter.
Right.
I use quotation fingers there, people, hence the differential tone in my voice. But yeah, it's a good series. I think it's definitely give it. If you're a Stephen King fan yourself, I think you should give it a watch. I think you'll probably enjoy it probably more than I did.
Yeah.
I don't know what the ending's like in the book. I'm guessing it's different, but it's in the. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but ending was a bit thingy for me.
Yeah.
It was not what I was expecting, but then sort of the bits that we explained before off the air, that it was sort of tied. It works in the book, probably, but it doesn't work in the TV show because they left that element out.
Yeah, it's probably something that it does work well in a book, but trying to execute it in a program is probably a whole different thing. Right. But it's getting interesting in the book anyway. So I mean, I am up to the part where it's on the day of the assassination, so quite looking forward to where that goes and so what the ending is. So yeah, it's all good. So I can't wait to see the TV series now.
I won't tell you where I acquired it.
Yeah.
Let's just say via means a friend of a friend.
Yes.
Moving on from that, there's one for me now. I think this is from Rachel on Twitter, so thanks Rachel for sending this in. Wrestling one, so not your preference really, is it wrestling?
No. Oh.
But you of course know about The Undertaker.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's rumours abound flying that he might be retiring after X amount of years. After his match with Shane O'Mac at WrestleMania 32. Rachel's asking if I think he's done or not. Short answer, no. I don't think he is yet, because I don't think he'd have gone out that way. I think there'd be more to it than that. So we'll just have to wait and see, I think. Probably another year or two left in him yet, so again, just wait and see. Following on from that, Danny has sent in Morrison's Donuts. And can we review some donuts from Morrison's? Unfortunately, we don't have any here.
Yes.
Have you had a Morrison's donut before?
No, yet no.
What?
I've had Sainsbury's one though, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, that's a different supermarket.
Yeah. That's all I've had though, is Sainsbury's one.
You've only had. What about Tesco donuts?
I'm sure I've tried Tesco donuts.
Not as good.
No.
What about Asda donuts?
Yeah, I've tried
Not as
those.
good.
So the Morrison's are the best ones.
Yeah.
Have you tried the
Best
Sainsbury's
supermarket
ones?
donuts? I think I have.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But yeah, for me, Morrison's best supermarket donuts are Morrison's raspberry jam or strawberry jam.
Yeah.
Also, the ring donuts are really nice.
I'll have to give those a try.
You will. Considering you live 5 minutes away from Morrison's.
Yeah, just around the corner.
And you lived at Morrison's, around the corner from lived at Morrison's even. You live around the corner from Morrison's, I'll say that again.
Just down the road actually, yeah, as well, yeah.
Which was the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's go for the raspberry ones. Sometimes they put out weird flavours like Tutti Frutti and cola, which is really weird. It's like a cola jam. It was really, really weird.
Doesn't appeal to me.
No. It was almost like a cola bottle, like cola bottle flavouring.
Yeah.
In this jam in a donut.
I'd probably try it though.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
There's like the Tesco, when Tesco did like these savoury donuts. Like they had cheese and onion and turkey and something.
That would just be.
I don't get how they'd work, but
no, it doesn't seem right really in a donut.
What is it like a Jack Daniel's donut? Would you try it then?
I'll try one of those. Yeah, definitely. It has to be honey though, because
it has to be honey.
Yeah, honey JD.
I think the original would work as well, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, maybe Jim Beam one as well.
Yeah, possibly.
Jim Beam donut.
Well, you've got the barbecue sauce. You could please make your own. They'd be weird. It'd be a really savoury donut.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it'd be having like HB sauce and JD together.
But it could work.
Possibly, maybe.
One for the kitchen.
Or just flavour some jam with JD.
One for your wife to try.
Yeah, I'll get her on the case actually. Yeah, when she comes back, yeah, I'll ask her if she'll make some.
But on that note, your wife makes. I don't know if it's an American staple. Is it an Ohio staple? I'm not sure. Is it just something she made herself, or is it a family recipe? Or
I think it's just something that she found, like a recipe that she found, and she decided to make it one day. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one we're talking about now, folks. Moving on from donuts, Gareth's wife Reagan makes this stuff called coal, which looks intriguing at first, but then once you take a bite of it, it'll hook you in. What goes in? There's Oreos. What goes into them again?
There's melted butter, Oreos, and marshmallow. So you crumble.
So there you have it, folks. 3 ingredients. You can make this at home yourself and then bring it round to us.
Really
and we'll
nice.
test it for you.
Yes. It's really nice.
So how do you make it then? Is it simple? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, I think it's simple. I mean, I've never tried it myself, so there's always a first time. But it's like you melt butter, you crush the Oreo biscuits, and put that in the pan with the butter, and the marshmallow goes in with it as well. Just stir it all together and just put it in a tray or something, and just let it set.
Cool. And on the other topic of Jack Daniels, your missus makes a very nice Jack Daniels fudge as well, I believe.
She does, yes.
I say I believe. I tried it myself. It was very nice.
It was very, very nice.
very, very alcoholic as well.
Yeah, got you drunk easily. But yeah, it's honey JD fudge it was.
Oof. Food porn, folks. Food porn.
It's amazing.
Any other delicacies your wife is? Obviously, it's also Ohio's the home of the Buckeye State.
Buckeyes, yes. So she can make some what they call Buckeyes, which is peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh,
it's like balls. So yeah,
peanut butter, folks. This is like food ultra porn. We're in 4K now.
Learning something. It's
4K HD, 3D, IMAX, whatever it is.
To get those, just treats. It's just amazing. And she also makes the Oreo balls, which is basically Oreos mixed with butter and put them into a ball and then just cover it with chocolate.
A bit like sort of our version of like deep fried Mars bar or deep fried cream egg, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. It's kind of closer to the Thornton's chocolates, right. Basically stuff like that. Nice. But really tasty.
You heard it here first, folks. So yeah, hurry back soon, Reagan. Gareth, I can tell Gareth is wasting away. He needs some more coal.
I've lost so much weight since she's gone. So yeah, I need to get it back.
Chisel abs and
I'll be looking like a skeleton in a few months.
So yeah, moving on from that, I'm going to cover a bit of music now, or we'll jump back and forth between music. I listened to the new Babymetal album today.
Yeah.
Metal Apocalypse, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called now.
Did you like it? Was it good?
Surprisingly, I really did. I get a lot of shit off people for listening to Babymetal, but I thought it was better than the first album.
Yeah.
There was a bit of not a novelty act, but there was a bit of a niche act, I think, because there's sort of people class them as J-pop, but then the sort of heavy metal, but not. And
it's kind of like going through a phase at the moment, sort of thing. But they're under the spotlight quite a lot, aren't they? And since we went to see, we saw them when we went to Sonosphere a couple of years ago, and that's the first
2014
time we actually saw them, and they were really good. Just remember, just chilling out on the main stage, just waiting for them on
Saturday morning, I believe it was.
Yeah, and it was hot. And the sun's out, and then and it was just nice to actually just sit there and just relax. And then we saw Babymetal, and they were really good. So, and then that's what made me buy get this first album and listen to that, and I quite enjoyed that. So I'm not listening to the second album yet, but I will eventually.
I think you'll like it more than the first one.
Yeah.
So, but you're more into your indie stuff, aren't you? So
indie rap.
This one is a bit heavier than the first one, I think. I say that sort of there's a bit of more of a mix between the sort of J-pop and metal. But I think the band still find their feet in a way, I think.
Yeah, because they've been touring quite a lot as well since for the past 2 years, and so yeah, I kind of wondering where they found time to actually record the album.
You'd be surprised. Anywhere that had a studio, they can pop in and always lay a track down or something, or they spend time in the studio between tours or whatever.
Yeah, between shows and stuff.
So definitely check it out. It's available for purchase now, I think, in the likes of HMV, Amazon, all that sort of place, and they're on tour. Well, they were at Wembley recently, but because we don't see they come up north. But
they haven't been to Manchester, have they? So they haven't been to Manchester anyway, so maybe one day.
Hopefully. Have to wait and see. Moving on from that, we've got Star Wars? Marvel, even. Kicking myself that one now. And I'm going to leave that in as well.
We'll get there.
like the number 5 bus, where it turns up eventually and it eventually gets there. Marvel Civil War. Well, Captain America Civil War, even should I say. You looking forward to it?
I'm really looking forward to it, I can't wait. It's going to be like another sort of Avengers type film, because there's a lot going on and a lot of characters in there as well. So.
Have you seen the trailer yet?
Yes, quite pleased with it. Really pleased with it.
What about Spider-Man at the end?
Yeah, it seems a bit strange, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see where they go with Spider-Man now. After.
Do you think they'll do the reboot will be better than Amazing, or because people have said Amazing Spider-Man was really good compared to the original?
The Amazing Spider-Man's really good. The second one wasn't so great after watching it, and again after seeing it in the cinema. But I mean, when I heard that they were making another Spider-Man film, I just hope they don't go through the origin story again. But this time,
you want it to be like Batfleck in a way, like he's just an established Spider-Man already, sort of thing.
Yeah, you know the backstory already. So and just
the problem is, I think they are just going to do the origin again, just because they're rebooting Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which is, I think Spider-Man is like the sort of Superman of Marvel. He's like, they've done Superman however many times, and they've done Batman so many times, but it's sort of, we know his origin story. And there's like the Nolan story, but then they did it again in Batman Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, which I still have not seen yet.
They did the origin story again for Batman. It wasn't needed.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I just didn't see the point to it.
No, there was no point. It's sort of like could Spider-Man be cursed maybe, and he's doomed to forever be rebooted.
I think it's just gonna. I've heard rumours that it's gonna be like more of when he was at college kind of thing, but it'd be interesting to see where this, because it'll lead up to Civil War will lead up to the separate standalone Spider-Man film. So I think that's where they're going with it, just to get people more excited about it. Yeah. I think. But it could work. I don't know.
I like the Andrew Garfield one though. I watched the first one, which I thought was really good. I bought it on DVD the other day in £1 one of all places. It's brand new. The amount of people give me shit for that, but I bought it brand new.
Yeah.
You know, and they got Green Hornet as well for £1, but even though I had to turn it down for £1.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how to make a Green Hornet as well. It was a bit weird.
For another time, maybe. But
yeah,
there
maybe.
we go. So getting back on Civil War, are you Team Cap or Team Iron?
Team Iron.
Team Iron.
Definitely, yeah.
I'll take you for a Team Cap, man.
Really?
Yeah. But why Team Iron Man?
Just the gadgets and stuff, the suits, all different types of suits, it's gone through. I just like it. So what interests you about Captain America?
I'm Team Iron as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, all the way.
I do like Captain America, but it was like the Iron Man was like the first Marvel film that came out for me, like the start of the Avengers sort of universe, all that sort of thing. And it just sort of, I was hooked from the opening scenes with where he's in the desert and all that sort of thing. It's brilliant.
It was a surprise hit, basically, as well.
Yeah, because there was stuff going around about if it was a flop, then Marvel was getting a load of debt and the companies are written off to this person, and this company, and all this, and Stan Lee would lose millions, and
so people weren't expecting it to be so good.
That, and I got to see my staff showing in digital.
I missed those staff showings.
Iron Man. I'm Team Iron Man. I think it's again sort of like the gadgets, and I've always Tony Stark always has that, especially with Downey Jr. at the helm as Iron Man.
Yeah,
or as Tony Stark / Iron Man. He has that sort of comedic value.
Yeah,
to him.
He's kind of a guy you could like.
No, go for a pint with him.
Yeah, you could hang out with him. And he'd, probably make you your very own Sue as well for you as well if you wanted one.
Possibly.
If you're his mate.
You'd have to give him some money first, probably.
Yeah, I know. He'd have to.
They made Rhodey the War Machine suit, or he stole the suit, should I say, and then he got gadgets put on it, and they made a suit for Spider-Man, the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah.
It's red and gold.
So that could be interesting.
So I want to see if that pops up in the film, possibly.
We shall see.
Following on from that, we've got X-Men Apocalypse out the same month, or I think the back end of. I think Captain America out in May, or back in April. I think Civil War Apocalypse is May, I think.
Yeah.
You looking forward to that?
I am, yeah. Again, that also looks good as well.
Yeah.
So I'm quite like the actual trilogy of the origin story.
The current trilogy.
Yeah, the current trilogy.
What do you think though of Bryan Singer doing the directing at the helm?
I think he's a good director. I think he'll. Yeah. I mean, I saw the first film he did, first X-Men film, and I enjoyed it. So I think he could. This looks really good, though. I think it looks really, really good.
But you've seen First Class.
Yes,
Have you seen Days of Future Past?
Yep, I've seen The Road Cut as well. So as another film I quite enjoyed as well.
See, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh,
I've seen the film. I've not seen The Road Cut even.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, that.
Yeah, it's well worth watching.
Is it any? Does The Road Cut add to it though? Is it?
To be honest with you, it doesn't really. I mean, the scenes that she's in is...
They are throwaway.
Yeah.
They should have been left on the floor.
They should have really, yeah.
Or in the recycle.
But it's nice to see Rogue in the film.
Cool. Alright. Well, be sure to check that one out, folks, when it comes out at your local cinema proprietor. Following on from that, we've got the Star Wars Rogue One teaser trailer, which you watched before we came on air.
I did do, actually, yes, because I didn't quite get a chance to view it. So
what did you think?
I quite like the look of it. You got the walkers back, so
walkers are
which
back.
is like what's missing.
The walkers are back.
That's what was missing from a Star Wars film, especially Episode 7, I think.
Ooh, bold claim.
I know.
So you didn't like Episode 7 then?
I liked it, but I was kind of at the same time disappointed with it because I thought it would be better than it was, but it's still a good film. I think it was just too much like the original Star Wars.
I think that was partly down to J.J. Abrams. I think he wanted that sort of... He wanted the feel and the look, but I don't think it's sort of... It's a tough one, really, because it was... watching it, I thought it was alright. It was pretty good. Watching it about the second time, I was like sort of a bit... So last time I saw it on the midnight release, I saw it again about 2 or 3 days later, and again like a week after that. And that's when you sort of start going, you sort of sat there, slumped, going, I know what happens at this bit, I know what happens at this bit, I know what happens at this bit. And it's like you sort of want there to be a fast forward button that you can press, but unfortunately you can't.
No.
But yeah, it's... Hopefully Episode 8 is better. Hopefully Rogue One... Do you think Rogue One could be more successful? Revenue-wise?
It's hard to say, really, because the trailer does look good. I just hope I'm not disappointed with it.
I think it's going to confuse people, if anything.
Yeah.
Because it's come out after Episode 7, I think it's going to confuse people. Because I saw a picture before and people were commenting saying, so when's this one set? Is it set after Episode 7? It's like, no. It's set before Episode 4. So I think that's going to confuse people a bit.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, definitely.
Well, there was the Death Star being built.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be quite interesting as well, sort of thing. Just to... I think it'd probably be like backstory of how everything came together. Just...
It's something about the steal the plans to Death Stars, and that's the main.
Is that what it is? Because I have not really read much about it, which I need to read more before it gets released. But
you got a while. It's not December.
Yeah. So I've got quite a few months. Yeah.
Around that sort of Christmas time again. So.
But I think I need to give Episode 7 another try. Really.
It's out on DVD and Blu-ray soon. I've got my copy pre-ordered.
You've got 2 different versions of it now, don't you? You've got the dark side and the light side, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm stuck with the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
I pre-ordered it with it just having a standard DVD case, and then I got the email through saying you can change the light side edition if you want, but you have to go through this link. So I went to do that, went to cancel my dark side order one, and it said, because you ordered a CD which came part of the order to get the free shipping, you can't change it.
That's good.
So the only way I'd be able to do it is order the white one and then send the black one back.
Yeah.
So there we go. I'll stick with my dark side cover.
Yeah, might be alright. The dark side, isn't it?
Well, I think it's one of them where it might be like one will be worth more than the other, but
possibly, yeah.
Over time, even, but it's
would it be worth getting both copies on? Just to collect?
So.
No.
Because it's sort of like, which one do you open?
True, yeah.
Unless you just bought that, you bought either of them two, but then you buy both of them, buy a bog standard copy of Force Awakens as well. Yeah. But even then, it's
just spending more money.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Not really. So yeah, but there we go. Moving swiftly on from that, we've got. I listened to going back slightly on the music now, and we'll come back to music again later on. I finally sat down and listened properly to Faith No More, Sol Invictus. Which is the newest album. I think it came out like a year ago or something.
Yeah, almost a year.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
No.
No.
There was 3 tracks that stood out to me. One of them was Sunshine Up. The main one was Motherfucker.
Yeah, That's classic.
Just because it's a funny track, and the other one was Superhero.
Yeah.
And the rest of the album just was like white noise to me.
No. Yeah, there's some really good songs on it, but there's a few that's a bit.
Yeah, that was.
I was quite disappointed with the length of it, really, as well.
Superhero was so signed up like tracks 2 and 3, and I think that motherfucker's like track 8.
Yeah.
But 4, 5, 6, and 7, they were either too similar sounding for me, or they weren't noticeable enough to keep my attention.
Yeah.
And I just sort of lost interest, and before I knew it was on track 8.
I think there's something really missing from that album, really, because especially from the previous albums, it was not the same. So I don't know whether it's like because it's 18 years since the last album.
Yeah,
they might have just like grown up a bit and just like decided to go for a different sort of like album and sound.
Right. But so now you like some of the older stuff, don't you?
Yeah, my favourite album is like Angel Dust, which is the first album I bought of theirs, I think. Yeah. And that was way back when cassette tapes were going, sort of thing. So, and I listened to that constantly when I was, at school.
Back in the days.
Back in the days, yeah. Back when I was young.
Back when you could probably trying to think, what was it? You could probably get a single on tape, but it probably cost you about £6 or something at the time.
Yeah.
And a tape to own would be about 20.
Yeah.
And then CDs came out and tape prices dropped. But I had one of the Tony Hawk games had Faith No More song I think it was off that album called Midlife Crisis.
Yes.
It's a really good song.
Great song.
I think it's Tony Hawk's number on 2 or 1. I can't remember.
Never played those games though. I did play a demo once. I think it was the very first Tony Hawk's game.
I played briefly the first one. I played I pretty much lived on the third one when I had a PS2. But it was a good soundtrack on most of their games. It was you got wide varieties. There was sometimes a bit of hip hop, sometimes mainly a lot of punk and metal and thrash stuff like that. It was Dropkick Murphys. I think the first place I heard of Dropkick Murphys properly. Bands like Anti-Flag. I think there's bits of Slayer on there, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely worth playing if you ever come across a PS2 again.
Yeah, like a cheap copy.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a new one. Was there a new one out, or there's a new one coming out?
Oh, there was a new one, but we don't talk about that.
Was it really crap?
I didn't like it. That's all. It's shite is a word I'll probably use.
It's one of those games though. It's like because when I played the demo, it's like, well, I've not played any other proper games, full games. So I'm thinking like, well, where can they go with this? You're just doing all this stunts.
And some of them were fun because I used to kill so much time on Tony Hawk's 3 with there's a ship, like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I'd spend about 2 hours on that sometimes, just skating up and down for no reason other than the fact it was fun and I got to listen to the music.
Yeah, I enjoyed. It's quite a fun little game because I enjoyed the demo and I played the demo quite a few times. I was quite happy doing that. So possibly why I never actually bought the game.
Shocking.
I know.
Though we did have flickers nearby, so you could always rent.
True. Yeah, we had a van that came round every Saturday. It was.
I'm not showing audio now.
Yeah, videotapes. So yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Anything you want to cover whilst you're on the airwaves?
Yeah, it's TV shows running their course basically. TV shows that go on for so long.
Any in particular?
Well, at the moment, Big Bang Theory. Watched that. Big fan of Big Bang Theory.
Not killing the Big Bang.
Well, not kind of. No, not really. But I think it's getting watching the 9th series at the moment, and it's not as good as the previous series. I think it's a bit trailing up a bit. Maybe it's sort of like wrapping up the story, because the next series is supposed to be, or could be, the very last one.
Supposed to be the final, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Could be the final, but then there's always sort of that chance to renew. But it could be one of them that comes down to pay disputes and contracts and all that sort of thing. if it's still getting good ratings, then they'll probably want to carry on.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, then the studio's got to find something else to put in its place, sort of thing. There's a lot, because I know there's so many shows sometimes get cancelled in one go. That what was that show? Battle Creek didn't take off.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even...
They killed that after like 7 episodes. Not even that, I don't think.
Because I've not even seen one episode of it.
I think the first episode went online. I think the first 2 did. I think they cancelled it. Episode 2 came on. It got that low ratings and they just cut it.
Yeah.
So, but it seems like Netflix is the way forward now, because we know like stuff like Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Well, that's doing on Netflix.
Because I mean, that's on
Orange New Black and stuff.
Yeah. Because Better Call Saul's on in the States on TV, but it's not here. It's our TV at the moment, so we'll just get it on Netflix, and so maybe Netflix is a way forward, and they'll probably get more shows, and but we'll see.
Hopefully. Anything else you'd like to cover? Because I think we're sort of running out of time a bit.
I did have like music's why are the charts so meh shit.
Why are the charts so meh?
Yeah.
Simon Cowell.
We can blame him. Yeah,
we'll blame him because it's all manufactured shite, and I think the majority of the charting nowadays is just Rihanna. Yeah. That's all I ever hear.
Yeah. Or just
on the radio, we've got Rihanna. You change the stations, Rihanna. The same bloody song. You go back to the other station. Here's some Rihanna for you. Same song.
Or you get like Justin Bieber as well.
Justin Bieber. A lot of him. Too much. Kill him.
Yeah.
Someone, please. God.
Then you got the boy bands like One Direction.
I thought they disappeared, hadn't they?
Oh, they've disappeared.
I don't know.
That's how long I've like listened to music from charts. But yeah, generally like music these days isn't as good.
Doesn't seem to be anything good anymore.
No, you don't get like any chart shows or anything like that.
I think that's good in a way though, because if they had a chart show, it'd be all the same shite. You'd have Rihanna on every week.
Yeah,
you'd have Justin Bieber on every week.
Just music videos for them. It's like, what's the point?
We'll do a mime performance for you.
Yeah,
but it'll cost you 10 grand for 2 minutes of work.
Not worth it.
So I remember back in the day I think when I had MTV2, you had a chart show at like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. You used to cover all that new metal and thrash and stuff, which is really good.
Yeah.
So where I found out most of my stuff I like now and listen to, like Deftones and Disturbed, Metallica, Pantera, Chili Peppers, all stuff like that, really.
Yeah. There was a music show quite late at night. I think it was on a Friday night. It was kind of early hours in the morning. I think it was 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. So we had to like tape it, and it was called like Noisy Mothers, and then it changed name to Raw Power, I think it was. And that's like a metal show. So that was like all like music, like Megadeth, Metallica, Pumpkins, and stuff like that. Really.
Probably why it was on so late.
Yeah. Not
appealing to the masses.
Yeah. But I used to watch it with my brother, and we used to watch it on the Saturday night when my parents went to bed, and then
sneaking down on the VHS. And
put the VHS in the tape recorder and watched it. It was ace. It was great.
Tape down from the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had one of those. That was the first video.
Tracking.
Yeah.
Get your tracking on.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to cover? Or
no, that's it. I think that's all I can think of.
Cool. Well, jumping briefly on music, I'm going to jump in and I listened for the first time in what seems like ages to Death Magnetic, which is the last Metallica album released. I've listened to it, I think it came out in 2008 or something like that, and I listened to it on day of release, then put it on my shelf, never went back to it till last week sometime.
Yeah.
I forgot how good an album it was. Really, really good album. Very heavy.
Yeah, I've tried to give it a listen.
Try again.
But I could never. Yeah, I think I'll have
Try
to.
harder.
I'll have to put it on the stereo and just like listen to it constantly and get into it.
I do it when I'm playing games.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, I'll put it on and I'll just let it play in the background.
Yeah.
Then it's 3 hours later and the CD's finished and I'm just listening to nothing.
Just put it on repeat.
Later I'm listening to sea shanties on Black Flag.
Those were annoying. I had to like switch those off after a while on Black Flag.
Yeah.
My nephew loved it. He started singing them. It's like, stop it.
Oh dear. Right, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week, folks. Anything else you want to add before you go? Or before we go, even?
Not that I can think of.
Nothing you think of?
No.
Oh, well, yeah. I think
It's been good.
it's been emotional.
Yeah.
So, you, who are you?
I'm Gareth, I'm 39 years old.
I meant sort of like do an outro, if anything.
Yeah.
But
Oh, my outro is, because you can edit that out, can't you?
possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I might leave it in though still.
Well, you can do if you want to. Okay. But it's been good. I've enjoyed it, and it's been nice to get some stuff out
To
in the
vent.
open. Yeah,
To put
just,
the world to rights.
I think it's needed actually after this week. Yeah,
And the
It's been
following week,
stressful.
and the following week.
yeah. Until I've got a week off work.
Until we get these going, we can do it like once
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, hopefully
this
next
will be
time.
next week's episode, and then we'll
Yeah.
arrange something another time and do episode 3
Yes. That's
of the
good.
Lost Art of Podcasting. He's been Gareth, I've been Coxy, you've been listening, and as I hear slowly music kicking in now, thank you very much.
Bye for now.